guys, and welcome back to another video of ECK Sports, and today I am back at it with another video, and today I'm going to be giving my MLB 2022 free agent predictions. Now, of course, I did this video last year, and I predicted where every single MLB free agent was going to go for that offseason, but for this offseason, I'm only going to say the big name players. So no, guys that are going to sign minor league contracts probably. It's all going to be big name players, as I think that you guys would rather be talking more about Carlos Correa rather than talk about some minor leaguers. So without further ado, let's get into it. Also, just a quick note before this video, I will be basing it off kind of the luxury tax thing, which I know Yankees fans are not going to want to hear. Teams that are kind of over the luxury tax are the Padres and the Yankees. Teams that probably could sign a big name player, but they're kind of up against it, like less than 40 million in tax space, are the Phillies, the Dodgers, the Red Sox, the White Sox, the Mets. And then teams that are over are like everyone else, like over 50 million. But then obviously, non-competing teams and teams that usually aren't willing to spend money are probably not going to do it. So basically the list is of teams that are probably going to spend big this offseason are the Astros, the Braves, the Brewers, the Blue Jays, the Tigers, the Giants, and the Mariners. If there's any teams that you see signing a lot of free agents in this video, it's probably going to be those couple. I will not be including catchers because there are no really good catchers on the free agent market. So sorry catchers, but yeah, you're being skipped. All right, now we're going to look at teams that need a first baseman. You have the San Francisco Giants, the Yankees if they trade Voyage, or maybe they just don't even feel confident in Voyage, the Mariners, the Red Sox, the Braves, of course, with Freddie Freeman being a free agent, and the Cubs. Now, there are a couple big guys on the market. There are three big guys on the market, and those three guys are Anthony Rizzo, Brandon Belt, and Freddie Freeman. I think Anthony Rizzo is going to re-sign with the Yankees. Brandon Belt is going to go back to the Giants, and Freddie Freeman, he's going nowhere. Just won a title. There's no way he leaves. He'll get a nice fat contract there. I'm going to kind of group second basemen and shortstops together. So let's start with the teams that need a second baseman. You have the Mariners, the Rangers, the Nationals, the White Sox, the Athletics, the Pirates, and the Orioles. And then for the teams that need a shortstop, it's the Nationals, the Rangers, the Cubs, the Phillies, the Athletics, the Orioles, the Tigers, the Reds, the Yankees, the Astros, and the Angels. And some of the big name players from that group: Carlos Correa, Donovan Solano, Corey Seager, Marcus Semien, Trevor Story, and Javier Baez. Now with the predictions, it's rumored everywhere. Carlos Correa is signing with the Tigers. I hate to say it as an Astros fan, but I think he's going to go there. That team has such a bright future with him, and they just signed someone else earlier today, so that team is looking great. I just think that if they get Correa, there's even more rumors today. I don't know, Correa could be signed right as I'm recording this video. You never know. The next one is Donovan Solano to the White Sox. I know this is not the most savvy move, but he had a very good 2020 and a respectable 2021. And with all that power hitting in the White Sox lineup, I figured that they probably just need a guy that can just strictly get on base, get singles, get walks, because Grandal, power hitter, Moncada, power hitter, Jose Abreu, he's kind of in between. I really consider him a power hitter, to be honest. Eloy Jimenez, Luis Robert, all power hitters. So how about you take a guy like Donovan Solano, put him in there. I like the White Sox next year with that. Next, you got Corey Seager. Yeah, I'm feeling the Mariners. I hear the Yankee rumors, but I don't know, man. They're so over the luxury tax, and I just don't think that they make this big move for Corey Seager. I really like the Mariners because they're an up-and-coming team like the Tigers. I think they go grab Seager. Marcus Semien, honestly, I think he goes to the Astros. I can tell the Astros, they're willing to do the average salary. They're just not willing to do the years. And Marcus Semien's 31, so you're not going to have to commit, 6, 7, 8 years. You're really only going to have to commit 3. 3 over 90 would be a perfect deal for him. And I think he'd fit great as a Carlos Correa replacement. And then Trevor Story to the Phillies. Obviously, big hole at shortstop, be great for them. And then Javier Baez, after not doing great with the Cubs, he kind of revived his season with the Mets. I think he returns to the Mets. Now let's look at third base. Teams that need a third baseman are the Brewers, the Mets, the Mariners, the Blue Jays, the Orioles, the Nationals, the Cubs, the Diamondbacks, the Phillies, the Rangers, and the Giants. The big name players are Eduardo Escobar, Kyle Seager, and Kris Bryant. Let's start with Eduardo Escobar. I think he's going back to the Brewers. That trade ended out great for the Brewers, especially as Eduardo Escobar was pretty good for them, and I think he goes back there as kind of a utility player. He can play second, he can play short, he can play third, primarily a third baseman. And then Kyle Seager, here's the thing, I know people say, oh, the Blue Jays need a second baseman or a shortstop. No, they don't. At the end of the day, Cavan Biggio is a second baseman and Bo Bichette is a shortstop. So why don't you put Kyle Seager at third base for them, who is a very good bat. He had, I believe, 30 plus home runs. He's not the most consistent guy. That lineup is so stacked all around him. And I know Marcus Semien is a very good player, and it's definitely a downgrade. It's not that much of a downgrade to where like it's like, oh my god, I'm super concerned, because Kyle Seager should fit great with the Blue Jays. And I know Blue Jays fans would rather the other Seager, but Kyle's a damn good Seager, I'm telling you that. Kris Bryant, I have him returned to the Giants. I know a lot of people have him going to the Mariners, but of course I have Corey Seager going to the Mariners. And I'm sorry, Mariners fans, but you're not getting both guys. The Giants traded for him for a reason. I think he's staying there. And now let's go to the outfielders. I'm not breaking it up between the three. I'm going with all of them. The Pirates, Phillies, the Nationals, the Twins, the Indians, the Red Sox, the Diamondbacks, the Cubs, the Braves, the Angels, the Marlins, the Royals, the White Sox, Brewers, and the Tigers. And some big name players are Chris Taylor, Michael Conforto, Mark Canha, Starling Marte, Nick Castellanos, Eddie Rosario, and Kyle Schwarber. Let's start with Chris Taylor. Obviously, they already got a guy like Eduardo Escobar, who is a nice utility player. Get another one. I think the Brewers would be a great fit with Chris Taylor. You can play right field, which the Brewers desperately need. I think Elch is probably going to move to left, so that would be great for them. Michael Conforto, the Tigers are not done yet. They are getting Michael Conforto. Big need in right field for the Tigers. He's going to fill it. He had a down season this year, but I think he's going to bounce back next year. He has all the tools to do it, so I think he will. Mark Canha, a very underrated player. I think he will sign with the Angels. Obviously, would be a great fit with Mike Trout, and then whoever is playing the other position. I don't know if it's going to be Joe Adell or if it's going to be Justin Upton. Probably Justin Upton. I think Joe Adell's probably going to be in the minors. He might come up mid-season. We'll see. I think he'll fit right into the Angels perfectly. Then you have Starling Marte to the Indians. I won't really have the Indians making many moves this offseason, but I mean, they need Starling Marte badly. They need a lot of things on the offensive side, and Starling Marte can play a lot of positions, so he'd be perfect for them. Nick Castellanos, probably the biggest outfielder free agent on the market. Why wouldn't he go to the Marlins? They really need him. They traded like all of their outfield at the deadline. They need an outfielder. They're another one of those teams that are kind of building up. They go into that same category as the Tigers and the Mariners, so I think they make a splash and they get Nick Castellanos. And then Eddie Rosario, I mean, it's guaranteed. Like, I just don't see how he leaves the Braves. I mean, he basically just won the team a championship. He's definitely staying. Kyle Schwarber, I think he's also going to stay with his team, the Red Sox. He played great for them in the second half, and he also played very good for the Nationals, but I think the Red Sox keep him. And then you got the DHs, which are Jorge Soler and Nelson Cruz. I mean, a lot of teams need it, really, other than the Angels and the Astros, because they have Shohei Ohtani and Yordan Alvarez. I think Jorge Soler stays with the Braves, and I think he won a World Series MVP. He's staying with the Braves, along with Eddie Rosario and Freddie Freeman. They're getting that core back. I know I didn't have him included here. I do think they're going to lose Jock Peterson. Nelson Cruz stays with the Twins. Now let's look at the starting rotation, and every team pretty much needs a starting rotation. When I say starting rotation, I mean like needs a top-of-the-line starter. Teams that need those guys are the Twins, the Tigers, the Pirates, the Mariners, the Royals, the Cubs, the Diamondbacks, the Angels, the Nationals, the Rangers, the Astros, the Red Sox, the Yankees, the White Sox, the Mets, the Rockies, the Blue Jays, and the Dodgers. What a long list. And some of the big name guys you got: Justin Verlander, Clayton Kershaw, Danny Duffy, Michael Pineda, Noah Syndergaard, Carlos Rodon, Max Scherzer, Zach Greinke, Robbie Ray, Kevin Gausman, Alex Cobb, Eduardo Rodriguez, Marcus Stroman, John Gray, Anthony DeSclafani, and Steven Matz. Starting with Justin Verlander, yeah, I'm saying he makes the return to the Motor City. He's going back to the Tigers, and I mean him, Carlos Correa, and Michael Conforto. Yeah, that team's looking scary, and they're making a playoff push. Not saying they make the playoffs, but they definitely make a playoff push. So I'm going with Verlander to the Tigers. The next one, this is a bit of a shocker. I know a lot of people just can't see Kershaw leaving the Dodgers, but just something tells me that Kershaw is leaving the Dodgers and that he will be going to the Texas Rangers out of all teams. I know it's crazy, but I know MLW Now is going to be very happy about this one, and all Rangers fans would love to have him on the team. The Rangers will make a splash this offseason, and Clayton Kershaw, there's your splash. Danny Duffy, a little bit of a not so big name. He was definitely good this season. And again, I talked about the Yankees being very limited with them being over the luxury tax. So why not get a guy like Danny Duffy who'd be great in the rotation? The Yankees need a guy like him. He'd be cheap. That would be like a perfect signing for the Yankees. And then you got Michael Pineda. I don't know. I feel like he's just going to go back to the Twins. And then Noah Syndergaard. I mean, he'd be stupid not to accept the qualifying offer. Carlos Rodon, again, I have that feeling that he won't go back to the White Sox, but I'm still saying he goes back to the White Sox. Again, he's a fantastic pitcher. In my opinion, if he didn't get injured, he's winning that Cy Young all day. That's not a disrespect to Robbie Ray. Max Scherzer, there's no way the Dodgers let him and Kershaw go, and Chris Taylor and Corey Seager go. They're keeping at least one of those guys. Realistically, probably two, but I'm saying they just keep one. And then Zach Greinke, I don't see him going back to the Astros. I think he goes and helps out a team like the Cubs, who kind of need him for rotation depth. Robbie Ray, probably going to win the Cy Young for the AL. He's staying with the Blue Jays. There's no way the Blue Jays let both Marcus Semien and Robbie Ray go. Kevin Gausman, he's staying with the Giants. He is a beast on the mound. He is going back to the Giants. I think it's going to be a big offseason for them, as they are going to keep all three of their big free agents. Alex Cobb, the Rockies need a rotation guy, so why not Alex Cobb go there? Eduardo Rodriguez, I know he just signed with the Tigers, re-signing with the Red Sox, so that's why I have the graphic here. Yep, he's signed with the Tigers now, so there's one prediction wrong, just like drafting Mark, so I'm not alone. And then you have Marcus Stroman. Yeah, I'm saying the Astros. They need a guy like Stroman. Fits well with the timeline of that rotation. The big problem with the Astros right now is they don't really have an ace. I think he'd just be perfect for them and just fitting in great with that team. And I know people call me biased, but I think this is the offseason of the Marcuses for the Astros. John Gray, I'm signing with the Mariners. I was very much between John Gray and Marcus Stroman, between the Astros and the Mariners. I thought either one could go either way. I was very between them, but I decided to go with what I did. Again, I just think John Gray fits very well with the Mariners timeline, and same with Marcus Stroman. With the Astros, I feel like Marcus Stroman will go to more of a win-now team, while John Gray might go to more of a team that's developing. You have Anthony DeSclafani to the Angels. If he doesn't go to the Angels, he could very well go to the Red Sox. I really like him going there. But Anthony DeSclafani is a fantastic pitcher, very, very underrated, and I think he'll be going to the Angels, who really, really need him there. As Shohei Ohtani is really their only great pitcher. I just had them letting Alex Cobb go, so Anthony DeSclafani, they definitely need him. Steven Matz, I think he's going to the Nationals. Nationals need depth in that rotation. Why not get Steven Matz? All right, now let's look at the relief pitching. You have the Orioles, the Angels, the Astros, the Mariners, the Blue Jays, the Pirates, the Cubs, the Rangers, the Athletics, the Royals, the Padres, the Nationals, and the Marlins. A couple big name guys. You have Brad Hand, Aaron Loup, Kendall Graveman, Kenley Jansen, Jose Iglesias, Colin McHugh, and Mark Melancon. First, you have Brad Hand. The Royals are probably just going to sign a bunch of one-year deals that they can flip at the deadline, as most rebuilding teams do. So Brad Hand will be that guy for them. Aaron Loup, I mean, the Mariners need another bullpen guy. Aaron Loup enjoyed himself a fantastic season, so why not get him? Kendall Graveman, as much as I'd love him to return to the Astros, I think he's going to the Blue Jays. Blue Jays need bullpen depth, and I think he's going there. Kenley Jansen, I just see him returning. I just don't see him leaving the Dodgers. The Dodgers really need him, and I think, of course, with him, Dodgers still have that lockdown bullpen. Jose Iglesias, yeah, the Angels, they're paying him big bucks. He had a fantastic season. I think he will be staying with the Angels. Colin McHugh, I think he's making the return to H-Town. That's where he was originally born. That's where he made his career. I think he's going back. I really don't think he's going to re-sign with the Rays. I think he's going back to H-Town. Mark Melancon, I mean, the Padres are throwing him everything they got. They're kind of over the tax as well. Not as bad as the Yankees, but they're still over the tax. So that's really their only guy that I have them signing. That's going to do it for this video. I'll probably get a lot of these predictions wrong, but again, make sure you guys hit that like button, that subscribe button. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.